Hello everyone and welcome to SUNUP. I'm Lyndall Stout. It's time to talk about wheat again, and this time we're looking at first hollow stem with Dr. Oliveira Silva, our Extension small grain specialist. Amanda, it's that time of year.
Yes, it is that time of the year, and we are out here measuring. Our lab is measuring first hollow stem on a twice a week basis, and even though the forage situation this year is really not good, we are continuing to learn and provide that information to producers.
Are you starting to see some signs of first hollow stem appearing in some parts of the state, especially to the south?
It does vary on where we are in the state, and so in some reportings that I've been hearing, we are not quite there yet. Here in Stillwater, Chickasha, we are measuring on a twice per week basis, and the varieties are still not there. However, with this weather, with the moisture we got in some areas in the state, warm temperatures, the wheat's going to develop and pick it up really fast.
And refresh our memory, that first hollow stem stage is really a crucial stage of plant development. We've talked about it the last couple of weeks on SUNUP with our ag economics folks, but really a crucial stage of the plant when you need to take the cattle off wheat if you want to harvest the grain, correct?
Correct, yes. And so just to clarify, first hollow stem is the stage that indicates the onset of that stem elongation. So that is when that wheat head is developing and moving up in the stem, and it happens right before the jointing stage. It's a crucial time for producers to remove cattle from the field, because any day that you graze after that first hollow stem, research has shown that you can have a reduction in yield. And that reduction will vary depending on the weather conditions, will vary depending on the variety and the grazing intensity. But it can have an impact in 1 to 5% in yield loss for every day that wheat is grazed past first hollow stem.
So pretty significant. As producers are scouting in their fields, what do they really need to look at when they look inside the stalk of the plant?
So just check some plants in the field, dig up some plants, because it will be easier to look for that first hollow stem. So split up the stems. So plants will be at the first hollow stem when there is a 1.5 centimeter or the diameter of a dime of a hollow stem between the developing head and the crown.
There's also a tool on the Mesonet that folks can check out and kind of see how it's progressing north.
Yeah, so they can look at in the Mesonet. We have updated with varieties and the categories of the varieties, so early and medium and late, and they can use that as a tool. And also, in addition to that, they can use the information that we collected from previous years and the information that we are collecting this years for varieties that should be first to be monitored in their fields for first hollow stem.
As we've talked about numerous times over the last few months, really, probably the last year, the drought is very, very significant and detrimental to the crop. You've been hearing from producers who normally would have a lot of cattle out on wheat this time of year. Not the case, right?
It's not the case. Some producers didn't buy cattle for their first time in their lives. So after 30 years of this dual purpose system, some producers are grazing now at a much lower stocking rate, and a lot of them did not have any pasture in the fall for late fall grazing. So this drought has taken a toll on our producers, especially in our dual purpose producers, but really hoping that we get more moisture in our state, and that will drive up our yield potential.
Let's hope for sure. We know cattle and wheat go hand in hand in Oklahoma for sure. Well, Amanda, thank you very much for the update, and we will see you again soon.